Hello, welcome back to the Wheats Art channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Big Five, and they are my Big Five drawings, 18 by 24 inches. They are huge. They are amazing. So, let's get started. We're going to start with the original one here. This one is called Impressive. This one was originally just going to be a black and white piece. I had started coloring it at some point between 2010 and 2016. I started coloring it in this corner only, and then I didn't like it, and then I put it away. But I originally started working on this in '08 or '09. I got the black and white part finished at some point between '09 and '14, I think. I wished I had written down the dates better for this. But before 2010, I didn't really write down dates on anything, which is stupid. But anyways, I worked on this in the late 2000s, and this is called Impressive. I started finishing. I started working more on the coloring again in 2024, and I got a lot worked on here this year. I decided to sideline this project to start several other projects, and right now the rest of this is still on the back burner. I will finish this up sometime before this year is over with. Who knows, I might put it off until next summer. I'm gonna try to get this finished before the year is over with, though. I just spent a lot of time coloring it, and I just kind of got burnt out, I think, on it a little bit, but I will get this completed at some point. It's been a decade and way more than a decade, because it was in 2008 or 2009 when I started this piece, and it is called Impressive. Alright. I started another one in '08 or '09, but I think I started this after I finished the black and white part of that. I can't really remember. All I remember is I wanted to do a drawing in just red. So I started this back before 2010, and I stopped working on it because I lost my red pen and couldn't find it for a long time, and I couldn't even find these exact pens in stores. And every time I tried using another red pen, I would test it out on another sheet of paper, and it was the wrong color. And it was just one of these. I see black ones of these all the time, but I don't see red ones very often of these at all. And so for a long time, I just couldn't finish this. And this year in 2024, I finally found the pen in one of my old buckets, and it actually, the ink worked, so I was able to finish the rest of this corner, and I was able to do some touch-up details throughout the rest of the piece. I also added in the border because this would have looked terrible without the checkered border here. If it didn't have a border, it just would not look great. I mean, it would still look okay. It just wouldn't have that great look to it that it just has right now. It just looks like the border is like a blanket under the artwork, which makes it look that much better. And so this one is called The Big Red. And it is amazing. Alright. The next one will have a much darker story attached to it. So I live in a house with 3 rooms, and I had a couple roommates. One of them, I guess, wasn't even on the lease, and I hadn't known that. And I had just given the main leaser my money to give to landlords. I gave him my money to give the utilities. My name wasn't on any of that. My name was on the lease, though, because I made sure to get on the lease. So I had been giving him money for the rooms, for my room, which was like 5 something at the time. And so when he and his brother decided to move out, he didn't tell me he hadn't paid the rent in months. and at that point he was made he was probably doing what other people were doing during the COVID time and just not paying rent because of the whole COVID rules and regulations and stuff. But I was paying my rent just fine, but he wasn't giving it to the landlords, and I take responsibility for that part because I should have just decided to give my money straight to the landlord anyways, but I didn't because I didn't want to deal with him. So I just gave my money to him to give to the landlords, and he stopped doing that at some point. And then when they decided to move out, they didn't tell they they didn't tell somebody that I was gonna stay on the lease, and so the landlords called me and they were like, the property manager company actually, they called me and they're like, hey dude, are you aware that you're like $4,900 behind in rent? And I'm like, no, I am not aware of this. So I was so mad, and so I had two options. I could move out, or I could drain my savings account and continue here. So if I moved out, they would have sued me on top of the other individual who was on the lease, but he probably wouldn't have showed up in court. I would have, and then I would have. I totally got stuck with the bill, anyways. And if I had went that route, I would have gotten a ding on my credit. I would have gotten a ding on my rental history, and they would have kicked me out, obviously. And that would have put me in a position to where I couldn't rent anywhere. So if you have a ding on your rental history, a lot of these places around here won't even look at you, which is just frustrating. So I looked at the big picture and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna drain my account and deal with it. And so here we are with this amazing drawing. This drawing is called 4250. And the border is awesome, and this is great. And I decided to time myself on this actually to see how long it actually took me. I was so angry when I did this drawing, and this one's called 4250. That's what it's called. I spent 7 days on this, 11 hours each day working on this, and I just didn't stop until it was finished. I was just so angry. This is probably. Oh, my hands were so sore too after this was done. But yes, this was my angry drawing. But it came out pretty well, I would say. I'm glad I didn't decide to color this one because I'm not really a big fan of my colored pieces too much, my full colored pieces. But this one is nice. That one has a dark story. Here is one of my amazing pieces. I started this one not too long after I finished that one. This one is called Circles, and I kind of procrastinated on this one a lot actually. Not as much as the original two, obviously, but I started this. I did the circles in the center, did a couple of the rectangles, and then stopped working on it for a while. My goal was to get this done before the end of the year, but I procrastinated so much that I didn't get it quite finished until the first of the year, on January 1st, 2021. So I didn't make my goal by just one day, by a few hours actually, but anyways, it is a finished piece, so that is better than unfinished, and I am happy with it. It is a great piece. And we have another piece that I started earlier this year, and no, earlier this year technically, yes, but I just finished it a few days ago on the 31st of July. This one is called Crop Circles, and you'll see why in just a minute. This is an epic piece right here, Crop Circles. This is actually modeled after my piece called Disc Golf. I think I finished Disc Golf earlier this year. That piece is a 9 by 12. This one is an 18 by 24. And this one's called crop circles. It kind of looks like crop circles. The Mandela effect. It is an amazing piece of artwork. I colored the border red on the outside there and blue on the inside there. And those are the only two colors that are needed in this piece, I think. I certainly don't want to color this, and I would be legit angry if I colored this. I just don't color things very well. I'm not really happy with my colored pieces very much. I am happy with the drawings where I do a little bit of color, but not a lot. Like if I stick to 3 or 4 colors, or maybe just 1 or 2 colors, but not like color everywhere. Anyways, this is a really nice piece. So those are my big 5 actually. I am doing a giveaway on Sunday. I did a stream last Sunday called Drawing Pad Giveaway. I'll be giving away this drawing pad this Sunday, mixed media. It's got 20 sheets with very thick paper in it. Great paper inside here. Nobody has entered yet. The drawing will be this coming Sunday. If nobody enters, this will likely be added to my 500 subscriber giveaway. Yep, this Sunday is my 250 subscriber giveaway. I will do a 500 subscriber giveaway as well, but this one is for my 250 subscriber giveaway. So go ahead and watch that video from last Sunday if you are interested in winning a mixed media pad. I am shipping all over the world at no cost to you, so don't feel bad if you're like from Japan or the Philippines. Don't feel like you can't enter because you're in another country. I am more than happy to ship to another country. If you happen to win, I will leave my email in a message to you in the comment section, of course, where you type an enter in the comment section on last Sunday's video. But make sure you watch the video, follow what it tells you to do, because there is another link in the comments for you to share out, and then you'll come back to that video and enter. Alright, thank you all for watching. I will see you this Sunday for my next video.